My name is Carolyn Thompspn. I am a voter protection advocate with Advancement Project, a civil rights organization in Florida since the 2000 election, when the state shamefully removed tens of thousands of voters from the voter rolls. So you see, election problems in Florida have continued to plague our communities for more than a decade now. We worked then, as we continue to work today, to make sure voting guarantees the constitutional promise that we all are created equal, and that every registered voter can cast a ballot, have it counted without barriers like the ones our beloved Desilene Victor went through. Never again. On October 27th, the first day of early voting, Desilene prepared herself impeccably to vote. She was here 10 o'clock in the morning, and there was already a line. She stood until 1 o'clock in the morning. Her body could take no more. Voters in line, this lovely lady here, who was a volunteer, advocated with poll workers to move Miss Victor to the front of the line. They did nothing. People told us about a lady when we arrived here, 100 years old, who went through a terrible struggle to vote. They told us how Miss Victor stood in line for 3 hours, and poll workers would not accommodate her because she wasn't at the front of the line. And nobody spoke her language. How could we not have more Creole-speaking poll workers in North Miami? Never again. Advancement Project was here when she returned, finally voted, and emerged with her sticker, "I voted." We heard applause and excitement. My colleague and I ran to see what this was about. We met her advocates, and we saw people in line telling the story to each other over and over again. We have to stay in line, we have to vote. Look, she could do it. She's 102. I went up to her, I took a simple picture. Her nephew, who is somewhere here today, translated her remarkable story, which goes beyond voting. You see, Miss Victor came to this country at 79 years old. She worked in Belgrade as a farm worker, picking beans. Years later, she became a registered voter. She cast her first ballot in 2008 for this president. And 4 years later, under physical duress, again in 2012, barely.
Sorry,
I asked her, what do you want me to say if I can get your message out? She said, we need more early voting days. She remembered that there were 14, and now there are 8. She said, we need more early voting sites closer to home. Miss Victor lives way across town where there are no early voting sites. And we need more Creole-speaking poll workers.
Oh, yes.
She never complained, not one time, about how long she stood in line. So now here we are, 4 months later, we felt as a voting community, as a civil rights community, we have a duty to do something. We stand here now today in support of Desilene's Free and Fair Democracy Act. Desilene's Free and Fair Democracy Act. To help make her dreams a reality. This bill would guarantee the right to vote in Florida law. Instead of putting our elections at the mercy of partisan politics, so we must protect our democracy, ensure that all voices can be heard by protecting the fundamental right to vote. And now it's our time to act.